Hello everyone and welcome for today's session. Today in chapter number 2 we will start learning about various types of FDI. On the basis of various means, the FDI is divided into various categories. So amongst this, the first category is on the basis of direction of investment, in which direction the FDI flows is coming or going. On that basis, the type is direction of investment. So in this, the first one type of FDI is inward FDI. The name itself suggests that in this method the foreign direct investment is coming into our country. So in inward FDI, a foreign firm taking control over the domestic assets is termed as inward FDI. In this type of FDI, foreign companies coming into our country brings foreign capital and acquire assets as well as factor of production and start operating in our country. That is called as inward FDI. The example of such inward FDI are Suzuki, then Honda, LG, General Motors, etc. are the example of inward FDI. The next one is outward FDI. The name itself suggests that in this method the foreign direct investment is going out from our country. In this method, the domestic firm invests overseas, that is in foreign countries, and taking control over the foreign assets is known as outward FDI. It is also known as direct investment abroad. In this method, generally the Indian company acquire the assets in the foreign country. They goes out of India, choose any country, then start producing in that country, having control over the asset, start manufacturing in that country. So this type of FDI is called as outward FDI. It is also called as direct investment abroad, wherein Indian company invest in foreign market and start doing production and marketing activities. The example of such FDI are ONGC, Reliance, Infosys, Ranbaxy, etc. Now the second type of FDI is on the basis of types of activity. Which type of business activity is conducted behind the FDI? The aim, the purpose of FDI is in this type, that is a very on the basis of types of activity. Among this, the first one is horizontal FDI. When a firm invests in foreign country in similar production activity as carried out in home country is termed as horizontal FDI. So here in horizontal FDI, a company is doing a particular business in home country and the company is doing the same by going in foreign market. They are doing the same business. So a company of home country, for example, a company in India goes abroad in foreign market and start doing the same business that they are doing in our market is called as horizontal FDI. Generally, this type of FDI occurs when the multinational company undertake the same production activity in multiple countries. Generally, the logic behind doing this is by doing such type of horizontal FDI, it enables the investing firm, that is the company which is coming from foreign market, enable the company to exploit their competitive advantage in the host country. Example of such FDI are Pepsi, then Coca-Cola, Samsung, LG, Hindustan Unilever, etc. For example, Hindustan Unilever is one of the biggest FMCG company in the world, and they are having quite expertise in producing FMCG product. Now company want to take the advantage, company want to exploit this advantage not only in their own market but in the other markets also. So they are having expertise in their country, they want to use the same expertise and want to grab the more foreign market, and hence they have started investing in different market but they are doing the same activity. So this type of FDI is called as horizontal FDI. They remain in the same business line in this way, that is called as horizontal FDI. The next one is vertical FDI. When the direct investment in industries abroad, a company is doing direct investment in a foreign market so as to either provide input for the domestic operation or sell its domestic output overseas, is termed as vertical FDI. Here in vertical FDI, a firm is operating in a particular country. They take the resource from the any other country and they sell in any another market. For example, a country A, a country B and a country C. A firm is operating in country A, they are taking resources from country B, that is another country, and they are selling the product, their final product, in some country C. All these are for example different countries. Now in vertical FDI, either company invest in foreign market, so that either company invest in market B and start operating their business in country B, so that they can easily buy inputs for their production, or either company invest in C, country C, so that they can easily sell their product in foreign market. For this purpose, any FDI is done is called as vertical FDI. It occurs when a multinational company fragment spread the production process internationally, and in this way they locate each stage of production in the country where it can be done at a cheapest cost. So generally in this type of FDI, a foreign company locate their production activity in various countries. Say for example, they take raw material from one country, then some part are produced in country B, the other parts are produced in country C, then assembly is done in company D, and then selling in some country E, etc. So this type of activity is done. When such type of activity are carried out by business, it is called as vertical FDI. The main rationale, the main logic behind doing this is company want to do production activity where they can find the cheapest production. A Volkswagen is doing such kind of business activity. They produce their engines, etc. in Germany, while for India they have established an assembly plant so that they can easily assemble in India and sell in India at a cheaper rate as compared to the other foreign companies. Now there are two type of vertical FDI, as I have already said. For example, country A, B and C. The first one is backward vertical FDI. Direct investment overseas aimed at providing input for the firm's production process in home country. A country A generally take raw material, import raw material from country B. Now the company A decide to start their own business in country B, so that they don't have to purchase, they don't have to import from country, rather than their own country will sell raw material to country A. So for this purpose the FDI is done, is called as backward vertical FDI. The direct investment aimed at providing input for the firm's production, local production, domestic production. Generally petroleum companies are doing so. Say for example, a Reliance is having refinery in Jamnagar and they have purchased oil fields in the Gulf country, so that they can produce, they can extract the oil from they can extract the oil, and then the same company sell the oil to Jamnagar refinery, and then Jamnagar refinery will process the oil and then find the petrol, diesel, etc. This type of FDI is called as backward vertical FDI. The next one is forward vertical FDI. The direct investment in a foreign country aimed to sell the output of firm's production process is referred as forward vertical FDI. A company in country A produces in country and then sell in country C. So now company A start their own branch, their subsidiary branch in country C and sell in that country. That is called as forward vertical FDI. An example is setting an assembly plant, producing raw material and semi-finished product, and then send for assembly plant in country C, and after assembling selling in the same country, is an example of forward vertical FDI. The other type of FDI is conglomerate FDI. Conglomerate FDI means a direct investment in foreign market aimed at manufacturing product which are not manufactured by the firm in home country, is termed as conglomerate FDI. In this FDI, a company is operating in one country, they goes for business expansion in another country, but by entering into another market they start producing the product which is not produced in home market. So ultimately they enter into some unrelated business, is called as conglomerate FDI. So that is all about today's session. Have a nice day. Goodbye.